Alright, and hello everybody, I'm the Sweeper27 and welcome to another Dokkan battle video. Now, this is my attempt at beating the time limit mission up against the Super BUU Red Zone, which is actually pretty freaking difficult if you don't have the new Goku unit, the Angel SSJ3. I have seen some people do the blue Vegito from the Worldwide Download Celebration last year, and then they build a team where they can actually have a Tech Fusion Zamasu as the friend leader, which I think is actually a very smart decision, because for the mission, it's just your team needs to be time limited. It says nothing about the friend unit. So you're able to kind of fudge around a little bit with there. So there are some other strategies that you could maybe test out that I didn't think of. So this is the strategy that I used personally. And even with this strategy that I used, it took me several attempts. I even made a whole YouTube short specifically about how many times Gotenks frauded me. It was very funny. Because that boy, even though he has 21 dodge in its hidden potential system, he just never wants to dodge for me. So the strategy that we are using, obviously, we are running the brand new Angel SSJ3 Goku, who is extremely good, especially in this event. He has the super attack, nullification, and counter, which is very crucial. He does a lot of damage too, meaning that he can keep his massive amounts of damage reduction because of just how quickly we're able to blitz through this event. His active skill is very good, and having a Majin Buu Saga category ally on the team with him is really not a problem. We are running the AGL Vegito that I did mention, just because he is one of the better units that I have in my box, just on global right now. He is still very good, especially for shorter events such as this. He is able to keep his guard throughout a majority of it. He just needs the one other Future Saga category ally on the team, and then he has his guard for the first couple of turns. And if we were able to get lucky, we could transform into AGL Vegito, which I did on a couple of runs, but I don't believe I actually get the transformation on this winning run. And speaking of Tech Vegito, we have Tech Vegito on the team. Now, Tech Vegito, he is a little bit of a liability risk, because he does have 70% chance to dodge in slot 3, but he has to super attack first, meaning that the AoE would still tag him unless we got to the AoE on his very first transformation turn, because that's the turn that he has 100% guaranteed dodge, which isn't technically impossible to get, especially with how much damage we were able to do, but it's not something that's incredibly likely to happen. It is a very big risk for something to happen along those lines, and you see here that I go ahead and pop the Ghost Usher because of what I was just saying. He is only he has no chance to dodge right now, and this Gotenks, he frauds me all the time, so I wasn't really willing to risk it. But Gotenks, again, he is one of the better units. Even though I'm complaining about him frauding me, he is very good. He does a lot of damage, and as long as he dodges one time, he gets that extra chance to dodge, and normally you're safe thereafter. Not always, but he is very nice to have around. Plus, he has another Majin Buu Saga category ally, meaning that he just makes the Goku that much stronger. We are also running STR Kefla, because I am a global player. STR Kefla is an absolute behemoth in this event, which is really funny because she has a lesser chance to dodge, and she's type disadvantage, but I very rarely in all these attempts, again, this took me multiple days, but I did not really struggle with her. She was not one of the units who frauded me very often, but she does a lot of damage. She is very consistent. You do have to give her orb. She is a little bit of an orb-hungry character, and this event, being orb-hungry, can be very problematic because of the candy changing mechanic, which is probably the most toxic thing that this guy does. I feel like not enough people are talking about that. Yeah, he does have an AoE super, which is very problematic, but Ki is such a worrisome thing in this event because so many characters need orbs. There are characters who need to collect orbs, like standby characters. Candy do not count towards building up a standby, so it can be super problematic unless you have a character specifically like Majin Buu who recovers HP with candy, but obviously you can't use him in that mission. And then lastly, for our final unit that we have on the team, it is the physical EZA transformed Buuhan. Now, I'm quite a fan of this character. Their base form is a little bit hit or miss for me, just because right now there's not a good event, because at the start he has type disadvantage, so you kind of want to get through that so you don't have to worry about potentially not having his guard, and then you have to transform really quickly early on because this stuff gets real once you get to the AGL Super BUU portion of this fight. So you can't really have a whole long opportunity time just to stack up a ton, but that didn't really matter too much in this event. He is very paramount for this event. He's giving us a lot of healing, which we need, because some of our characters who have a lot less defense, they can take a lot of damage if you're not careful. He does a lot of damage as well, and he is just another Majin Buu Saga category ally, meaning our Gokus are so much better while they're on the category with them. So I did think about right here not using a Ghost Usher, but I do go ahead and do it. That way we can just guaranteed get my victory. Because at this point, I believe that the blue boys would have either lost their guard or this would have been their last turn with guard. I wasn't really paying attention, but I believe that or at least at the time, I was like, they don't have their guard activated right now, and I don't really want to risk Gotenks frauding out again. You can tell that I was really upset with how many times he frauds me. And again, at the end of the video, when I show their kits, you will see that he has a lot of dodge and attendant potential system, so he should not be doing or selling nearly as much as he did. But there you have it, guys. That is going to be all for this one. I've been the Sweeper27. I'm a variety Twitch streamer and an up-and-coming YouTuber trying to make it big in the world. I have a Twitter, a Twitch, a TikTok, and a YouTube, the link to which can be found in the description of this video. And while you're down there, don't forget to like, subscribe, share me around, and leave me a comment. Let me know, how did you do in this event? Did you struggle? Did you use a different strategy as opposed to mine? And did my strategy help you potentially get a win? Let me know. But yeah, that'll be all for now. So as always, I've been the Sweeper27, and I am signing off.